So guys, it seems like one of Andrew Tate's many lawyers has actually spoken out a little bit about their ongoing case on a podcast. This is actually really unexpected of him, as of course it is still an ongoing case and anything said can and will be used against them in court. So just take a look.
So with the Tates, Tristan and Andrew, how did you get involved in that case to begin with?
So I got a call from a mutual friend, and he said, I think you may be somebody who they may like. And they turns out they liked the fight that's in me. They saw some of my work that I've done publicly with regard to January 6 cases and some other matters. I had some conversations with them, and it turns out that they were in need of somebody who was going to go out there and really hit hard for them. I'm not the only lawyer on the team, but I do bring a particular brand and set of skills to standing up for people who have the matrix or the deep state or the most, the conglomeration of the most corrupt people in the universe.
Charges. They said the lover boy method.
Yeah.
What the hell? Right, what the hell is the lover boy method?
It's a ginned up version of Stockholm syndrome, right? So Stockholm syndrome is like the idea that you've been kidnapped, and at some point,
by millionaires, by multimillionaires, right?
By multimillionaires.
Good looking multimillionaires.
I hope someone kidnaps me soon.
Yeah, kidnap me and take me in there in a couple of the Lamborghini. Shit.
The idea is that these women are so feeble-minded that they cannot possibly think on their own when they're in the presence of these godlike men, because these men are like Zeus and Hercules, that these women are just so inherently weak that when they see them, they fawn over them to the extent where they're brainwashed through some mystical glamoring, some vampire-like power, right? Also, one of the biggest insults that you could ever give to free-thinking and independent women who make their own choices.
You represent, or if you have the audacity to speak out against what is the party narrative for the day, they'll lock you up, not because of what you did, but because of what you say and what you believe in, to send a message to you that if you don't stop, it's only going to get worse. And they couldn't have picked two more worse people to try that out on than Tristan and Andrew Tate, because these guys ain't rolling over for nothing. Because these rich men and these rich women, but primarily men, because that's their circle, who have the yachts, who have the this, who have that, who have all the material things in the world, they see value in what Andrew and Tristan has to say. They see value in having these men in their presence, and that says something. But these other soy-infested wimps, these limp wimps who want men to be neutered, gender neutral, and not successful in this life, loathe them and hate them for their message, and they'll stop at nothing to see these men put in jail, even if it means that they're going to jail for doing nothing wrong. At the end of the day, what you really have is one woman from America who went there for 6 days, and by the 6th day, she had contacted the United States Embassy and the local authorities to say that she was being human trafficked. Somebody who went there voluntarily on her own accord. 6 days later, there's a human trafficking case. Gee, I wonder how the hell that happened. I mean, come on. It's the setup of the highest order. All the charges against them are false, because these rich men and these rich women, but primarily men, because that's their circle, who have the yachts, who have the this, who have that, who have all the material things in the world, they see value in what Andrew and Tristan has to say. They see value in having these men in their presence, and that says something. But these other soy-infested wimps, these limp wimps who want men to be neutered, gender neutral, and not successful in this life, loathe them and hate them for their message, and they'll stop at nothing to see these men put in jail, even if it means that they're going to jail for doing nothing wrong.
But it's just the double standard, such bullshit, Now, in Romania, I know you'll fight to death. I love the aggression in you, man. I love it. But can you get a fair trial over there?
Look, if I were to put the Romanian justice system up against the American justice system right now, and say, where are your chances of getting a better trial? I don't know what the answer is. I don't have any historical data. Romania is notoriously, Romania is corrupt, Romania is this, Romania is that. There's no real historical data about the Romanian justice system going after a population of people simply because of the color of their skin and what they believe in. Whereas over here in our country, you can't say that. So could they get a fair chance, fair trial in Romania? I think so. I think that